Beautiful.
Arizona, Pokemon Stadium 2. Of course, Silly Kyle going right in, pulling a turnip.
Okay, so this matchup, now obviously there's a pretty big skill gap between these two players. That's just sort of how Kyle is. Kyle's not currently PR ranked because he wasn't able to enter enough tournaments for the season. But I would probably put him top 2, top 3, right? I do think, however, that Ike wins this matchup. You know, Peach has a lot of problems with Marth in Melee. A lot of people know about that. Swords give her trouble. Ike's got a big sword, dude.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, a big thing with Peach is you just can't be afraid to go in.
Yeah.
A lot of people get afraid of that down smash, but once you get over that fear, you can really go in and just combo the crap out of her.
See, but it's really hard to go in on Kyle, because as you'll see, he has incredible float cancels. His float cancels and his movement with Peach is honestly How tricky was that? Did you think he was going to forward air? I didn't know he could. It looked like he was in the middle of a double jump. He canceled into a forward air.
That turnip pressure is something else, too.
Yeah. And see how he did turnip on shield, float, nair, land into more pressure?
Yeah.
This is
relentless.
Yeah. And it looks like he's not 100% familiar with the Ike matchup in terms of edge guarding. But, you know.
Ike is tricky to edge guard, though. He has so many options in Project M.
Yeah, well, Ike is tricky to edge guard, but I think if you learn the matchup, it's easy enough. You can. So there are a few things to know about Ike's recovery. And the chat can correct me if I'm wrong, but to my understanding, when he's at the very top of Ether, the last 2 swings don't actually have a hitbox on it.
Correct.
So you can hit him then. You can drop down and try to stage spike him with like a back air or something. And if he's trying to do a quick draw, you can stop it. You can just go down there, throw out a move.
But definitely Silly Kyle with all these float cancel pressures, keeping him up in the air, not letting him get back to the ground, goes in.
Put it under.
Again, all this turnip pressure really stopping him from being able to get back onto the stage, holding all that stage control. Duel manages to make it back on stage, gets a little bit of stage presence, but Silly Kyle's looking like he's not having any trouble at all getting right back onto the stage and going right back into that pressure that we've seen him put on all this match. And that's going to be the end of Duel Stock. Silly Kyle now looking like he's in a really good position. Do you think we're going to see? Do you think we're going to be seeing a 4-stock?
Will we see a 4-stock? See, that's kind of hard. Ike is a pretty character. I mean, Ike can always,
He
Ike
hits
is
like
so
a truck.
Strong. Yeah, he hits such like a truck that definitely pretty easy to get a kill. You know, you just need one move. He has a lot more moves that can kill than a lot of characters. And that's definitely Ike's biggest weakness. He has incredible pure vertical recovery, incredible purely horizontal recovery. But if he's got to go diagonal, he's kind of...
Which makes it so easy for Peach to get those turnips.
Right. Okay. We have a little... I know the stage select's a little wonky, but that's fine. It's fine. Looks like Kyle is explaining the banning process.
Oh, wow. There's a cord right there, right where I wanted to put my water down.
Oh, GG's. Alrighty.
On a distant planet.
DP. Okay.
I mean, a bigger stage, definitely something that Ike likes.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's not like Peach dislikes big stages, you know?
Well, yeah. The thing is that this gives Ike a few things. It gives him walls for recovery, which is incredibly helpful. And both of those platforms he's able to cover pretty easily with up airs. You know, his up air is so wide, it's going to cover that entire leaf.
Yeah. Now, Silly Kyle doing a great job right now of maintaining stage control. He is not giving that center stage up for anything, doing a really good job of using the turnips to hold that.
Yeah. And, you know, fun facts about this stage. Shoutouts to Joe on Smashboards who released a really cool stage analyst tool. You guys should look that up. It lets you compare the blast zones and size of every stage directly to each other. So a lot of people sort of assume Distant Planet is very large. It's actually incredibly similar in size to PS2.
Really?
Yep. It's not that much taller. It's not that much wider. It's significantly wider actually on the sides. But in terms of height, it's actually not that tall. And because of that, since Peach is generally going to kill Ike horizontally, he can live a little longer on this stage. And Ike, has no troubles killing.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think it matters how big the stage is. You get hit by that sword, gone. Especially because of how light Peach is. But Silly Kyle doing a great job of not getting hit right now. Oh, double clanks gets him out of his shield. Duel doing a really good job right there of protecting the platform. If you saw right there, Silly Kyle wanted to get on the platform and use it to pull a turnip, because once he had a turnip, he could get back to center stage and regain control. But Silly Kyle was using those up airs to stop him from getting on that platform.
Yeah, and that was really smart. Peach's up airs in general are like really underused by certain characters, Peach's especially. Yeah, these are going to be best of 3. But yeah, I really think that Duel can do this, He just has to play really smart. What he wants to do is keep Peach. Peach has a very, specific range. Peach wants to be right next to you. Oh. Or Peach wants to be really far from you. So if he can keep her about a sword's distance away or a quick draw grab away, then he can really control space pretty well. But Kyle's being pretty smart at either going in or just staying out and throwing turnips.
One of the things that a lot of people don't realize is just because Ike hits so hard, it's actually pretty difficult to keep that perfect spacing with him, just because his moves have so much knockback that sometimes it just gets hard to keep them.
He grabs the ledge, and that's the first